Turn up the volume. Hi, hi. Bem faca. Oh, perdão. Hello. I don't know. Hello. Good day. Hi, what's your name? Where are you watching from? Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Hi, welcome. How you doing? If you're not dropping a chat, I won't see your name. Your name won't be visible. Make yourself visible, please. Can you make yourself visible by just saying hello? Can I meet you? Hi, welcome to the Soft Words Naija. Hi, hi. What do you guys want us to talk about? Anybody? Is there anything on your mind you would like to share? Or is there anything you want us to talk about? Anything at all? You can drop it in the comment section. Any question, anyone? Your questions are welcome. You can drop your question in the comment box. I'll read it, then we'll discuss about it. Is there anything you would like to talk about? Anybody, any question, just anything, so we can read it together. Then I'll put in my own advice. Actually, someone messaged me. There was somebody that messaged me recently, and the issue is, I think they are newly married. So the husband, they are newly married. I think their marriage is just like 6 months, less than a year. I don't really know the exact month. So they are yet to have, like, they didn't have any intercourse before the marriage. They were both celibate. So it was after the marriage she now discovered, like, the husband doesn't last long in bed. So after the discovery, She tried talking to one or two people in the family, in her husband's family, like, oh, this is what is happening in my marriage. My husband's sex prowess is low. It doesn't satisfy me in bed. So when she now told the family member what is going on, they're like, they'll see what to do about it. So they are trying to give them some herbal concussion, this and this and that. But an issue now came up, which is the fact that anytime the husband go out there to meet another person, his sex prowess is very good. You understand? It lasts longer when he's outside. But inside with the wife, it doesn't even last up to 20 seconds. So your advice for this lady, what can she do to keep her husband? So I'm asking, like, what can she do to keep her husband to herself? So as a marriage counselor, if someone brings this kind of issue to you, what is going to be your advice towards the person? Like, what do you think the person should do? They are newly married. Before the marriage, they were celibate. Anytime she's with the husband cannot perform well. Maybe 30 seconds, and that's that. So the lady is complaining of lack of sexual enjoyment, in which they are thinking, okay, let's try about concussion and all that. But in the long run, she realized the husband is cheating out there. And whenever the husband is out there with another woman, it lasts much more longer. So what can you advise this person? I'm still waiting for your contribution. What can you advise the girl? Because she's newly married, no child yet. The husband cannot perform well in the bedroom, and outside the bedroom, if the husband is outside with another girl, the husband lasts longer. So what do you advise the couple to do? They both need a solution. What will you advise the couple to do? What will you advise the couple to do? Okay, what is one relationship lesson you... Hi, Iniesta Kelly. Hi, hi. So we are here talking about relationship. I don't know if you have any advice for the couples. I'm doing great and I'm fine. How about you? Have you subscribed to my channel? On my channel, we talk about relationship, we talk about friendship, we talk about money, we talk about faith, personal growth, lifestyle. So I think you will be interested. I'm fine. How about you? How you doing? Have you subscribed to my channel? Why did you say no? I asked, can I meet you? You said no. Why did you say no? Thank you, Iniesta Kelly. Thank you. So I'm asking a question. What is that relationship lessons you learned too late? So, and also I was talking about a couple that are just newly married. So they are like 6 months into the marriage, but the wife is complaining like the husband doesn't last longer in bed, whereas the husband is cheating, and if he's outside he lasts much longer. I think we need the guys to come and answer this question. As a man, what do you think could cause that? Oh, you're single, so where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Onisha, it's good to have you here. Iniesta Kelly, you said you are single. Are you single and searching, or you are single but in a relationship? Are you single and searching, or you are single but you are in a relationship? Hopefully, it's going to lead to marriage. You're single and searching. Okay, so what's your ideal type of woman? What's your ideal type of woman? If you know you are single and searching, what is your ideal type of woman? What kind of woman do you want to get married to? You said you are single. Do you have a baby before? Do you have a baby before? So to the married ones, if you are a fan or you are on this live stream now, you're watching, if you are married, I would like you to advise the lady on what she can do about her husband, because this is actually a serious issue. It's a serious issue because if you are married, you've been celibate before your marriage. Then after marriage, you discovered your husband doesn't last longer in bed. But if he's out there with other women, he lasts longer. So what can you do? That's nice. So I asked like, do you have a baby before? Like, are you a single father or you are single? All right. So are you a Muslim or a Christian? And your tribe, are you particular about tribe, or you can go for any tribe? And what do you do? What do you do for a living? Are you particular about tribe? Yes or no? So everybody, we are talking about what is the relationship lesson you learned too late. So what do you people think about emotional distance in marriage? Like emotional trauma, emotional distance. Like you'll be in the marriage, you'll be with your husband, but you'll be acting like you are invisible. You'll be with your woman, you'll be with your wife, you stay in the same house, and she'll be acting like you are invisible as a man. Oh, that's good. Spare mortal part. Okay, it's nice. But is distance going to be a barrier to you? Because I'm in the southwest. I'm not in the east. I don't know if distance is going to be a barrier to you. You can just drop your number. Maybe I'll chat you after the live stream. If I can match make you with someone. So what do you think about emotional distance? Let's talk about emotional distance. You being in the marriage with your husband, you guys are together, you are seeing things together, you do things together, you live in the same roof, under the same roof, but your man is not even looking your side. Like he doesn't even see you. He doesn't even act like you are living in the same house with him. What do you do to get his attention? What do you do to get his attention? Please, I want to see your comments. I want to see your comment. And why do some couple live in the house and I can't see your number? You can write it in like in words. Don't write it in figures so they won't filter it. You can just write it in words. Like if you want to write zero, you can put ZERO. Do you understand? So what causes emotional distance in marriage? And can marriage stand when the love fades already, but the respect remains? Can a marriage stand? I have a lot of questions to ask my followers, but as you are diving in with me and you are joining this live stream, please just drop a comment so I will know you are here. So I will know you are with us. Just drop a comment. I didn't see the number. It's not showing on my comment section. If you're new here, say hi. So I'll say a shout out to you, then we can continue our conversation. If you are new here or you're just joining, please do subscribe to my channel, then drop a hi or hello. Then we can continue our conversation. What do you think about emotional distance? We have some people that stop growing the moment they got married. They stop doing anything to make them grow then. They neglect themselves, they neglect their work, they neglect their family. Does it make sense? Left to me, it doesn't make sense because it is even after marriage, you're supposed to start building on yourself the more. You have to start building on yourself. You build more of your career, you build your home, you strengthen your relationship with your friends. Because it is those friends you have today your children will use as connection tomorrow. So marriage should not take all these things away from you. Yes, you're married, you have your partner, you have your husband, you're staying in the same house, but all these things, they are prioritized differently. You can prioritize your husband above every other thing, but doesn't mean you should stop doing every other thing. It doesn't mean you should stop doing every other thing. It doesn't mean you should stop seeing your friends. It doesn't mean you should stop hanging out with your friend. It doesn't mean you should not take care of yourself again. It doesn't mean you should not look good for yourself. It doesn't mean you should not work again. It doesn't mean you should stop working because you want to focus on your marriage or because you don't have to lose yourself while being married. You can get better. You can work more on yourself. You can do a lot of things and you guys will be together and your marriage will work. So everybody wants their marriage to work, but you have to put in some effort. I cannot say, I can't say it. I cannot see it. I don't know why. So this is another question. So what is the biggest betrayal you will ever experience? Is it your spouse betraying you? Is it your best friend betraying you? Is it your family betraying you? So what is the biggest betrayal you ever experienced? So please drop your answer in the comment section. What is the biggest betrayal you ever experienced? Like, what's the biggest? I can't find it. It's not showing. You know the way you're going to type it, you just write it in words. Don't write it in figure. You can write 0 first. You send it. Then you write 8. You know, ZERO. Then you write 8. EIGHT. Then you write TWO. You understand? You'll be writing it one by one. So you don't need to write it together. You get some. I'll get it. So what's the biggest betrayal you ever experienced? Anybody care to share? I'm waiting. Please do subscribe to my channel. I did not see your subscription. So please, let's talk. Have you ever experienced a betrayal before? So please, let's talk. What was your biggest betrayal? Have you ever experienced a betrayal before? So please, let's talk. What was your biggest betrayal? So what was your biggest betrayal? Let's talk, guys. What is your biggest betrayal? Okay, let me talk about mine. My biggest betrayal was while I was still single. So when I was single, I was in a relationship with a guy. So that day I was at work. I wasn't feeling fine. Like, I was having cold and catarrh. So that day I was on the night shift. And it's weekend, and every weekend I go to my boyfriend's house just to cook for him that he can eat throughout the week. So that fateful day, you know, I called like, "Oh babe, how are you doing?" Because I have this extra key. Like, please don't come home yet after tomorrow's work because I don't want you to board a bike. I want to come and pick you at work. So just call me anytime you are through, so I can just pick you up and bring you home. So I told him, yeah, that's fine, no problem. So the next day he called. I kept calling, but he wasn't picking. So I was worried, like, what happened? What's going on? Where's this guy? I couldn't reach out to him. So I was just like, maybe he left his phone in his car and he wasn't aware. So I was like, let me just go home and see him. So I branched at the market. I got the stuffs I'm supposed to cook and everything. By the time I got home, I opened the door. Upon entering the house, I met two girls in the living room. One was outside, one was in the living room, one was in the bedroom, still dressing up to leave the house. Whereas my ex had two sons that night. He had two girls to himself that night. That was the biggest betrayal I ever had, because on the norms he would have come and pick me and make me believe, oh, he's a very, very caring person. Whereas he has done something very, very bad. How do you expect me as a lady to take you for who you are? Like, you're cheating, not even with one person, but two girls at a time. Who does that? It's crazy. Like, maybe he's actually trying to experience what it feels like to be engaged with two girls. I'll be right back, please. So that was it. So that was my biggest betrayal. That was my biggest betrayal. I don't know about you, Ines Kelly. What was your biggest betrayal? Is it a friend that betrayed you, or a family member, or your girlfriend? There's a lot we bottled in our mind as a human being. To err is human and to forgive is divine. So there's a lot going on in everyone's day-to-day life. So what's your biggest betrayal like? What can you say about it?